Pain. Yes, we do appear to be live. For once, Twitch is not actually in my ear, so I don't have to shut that down. The chat window is right here. I've been making some tests. Oh, now the fucking Twitch thing is in my ear. Will you shut the fuck up, please? Where? Here. Mute. That would be lovely. Thank you. All right. So now at least we have confirmation that audio is working as well. And the Twitch chat is up and running. And I've got a fancy little chat box going here so I can savor your comments for posterity. And, well, if anyone decides to show up. If not, I'm just gonna sit back and have fun and play this game, which is one of those games that really deserves, you know, a streaming, like a long-winded kind of affair, because it's an exploration game and there's lots of dialogue and there's lots of fun things to do. There's also a microphone to adjust. Hello, how are you, Mr. Microphone? Very nice. Siriar, hi, how are you doing? Welcome to the thing. Yeah, yes, you are quite welcome to join. Please do. It would be my pleasure. So, the game that we are going to play, getting back to playing, is Piss by Ben Chandler. See how I did that? See? The, the music just kicks in when I say Piss, and then it does. So yeah, it's been a little while since I played the first episode of this, or the first half of it. Hopefully we'll get through the second half on this playthrough. But anyway, I'm a drunk person who is being stiffed, and some awful things are happening. Hi, and again, I'm feeling pretty good as well, banging my table and everything. So thank you, Suriar. Okay, so I'm just gonna have a quick walk around and try to, you know, reacquaint myself with this world. Again, the fucking graphics are gorgeous. Ben, you magnificent Australian person. I don't want to touch the fruits. A single vegetable has fallen on the ground. Before long, hungry animals will have cleaned this up. The marketplace is home to many different scavengers, all looking to feed on some scraps. Yeah, and that's the floaty head Banzai thing, and yeah, I'm actually a little stumped as to what I am supposed to do. Can't go in the bar, can't go in the market stalls. Well, not stumped, I mean, I only just started, I just don't quite recall what I'm supposed to do. Anyway, when we ended, something awful was happening in the mortuary. I remember a ghost appearing above this corpse. The corpse of the man who has shafted me, and the ghost had a conversation with Dell here, who apparently is not as good a guy as I thought he was. Hello there. Hello. Welcome to the Kamiya mortuary. I think you've already said that. Wait, I've already been through all of this, haven't I? Looking for the corpse, I was visited by his spirit this morning. Then he must be the fellow who came in last night. That'll be him over in the closest lab. Thank you. Oh, what? Oh, right. I'm supposed to do this spell thing where I kill myself and then go in and smack him around the head and then revive myself very quickly afterwards. No, I get it. Now, oh, can we have a look at the bucket? I am not getting anything out of the bucket. Oh, but the bucket! Everyone loves buckets. Buckets are the best inventory item in any adventure game. I mean, if you've seen my Shardlight playthrough, the bucket. Gotta love the bucket. Anyway. It's a chart of the human body. I desperately want to re-trigger that conversation where he basically told me how to you know, do the spell thing. So can I please? Oh yeah, he's a mortician. Very nice, very good. Maybe I shouldn't have skipped all of that. Speculative mortician. Oh, absolutely. While most morticians care about the corpse in the present, that is, preparing it for burial, I deal with each corpse's potential future. A corpse's future? Absolutely. You never know when the dead will decide they've had enough of being dead and rise up again. Yeah, I guess that's an occupational hazard. To prepare them for the confusing transition between death and unlife, I like to make sure each corpse has a few things in readiness. Such that rigor mortis is set in. I like to tattoo a few little hints onto their body. Nothing too long, just a rough breakdown of what's happened and good places to start one's new life. Okay. A small matchbook so one can see to break free of their coffin, and a small trowel to aid in this task. Now, see, if you're burying them in a wooden coffin, wouldn't a match be an awful idea? Also, a small book of prayers to Our Lady Ixaly to give hope and a roll of strong mints to conquer the embarrassment of asking for assistance with death breath. A book of prayers, you say? Oh yes, if one can save enough money, then their soul can be moved into the corpse of a fresh cadaver, should the priests of Ixaly deem the circumstances appropriate. Ah, so that's where we're going. See, there's this, yeah. Our dear Zili is saving up for such an opportunity himself, bless him. Yeah, there was that, temple thing. That's where we're going. So that's why I was on that screen. I'm so good at games. Ah, hello, Sujak. Yeah, Ben is quite possibly the most talented indie adventure game artist out there. I could not agree more. And he's also a swell human being. If you've ever had the chance to poke and prod him on Twitter, he is great fun. He's helped me out on a couple of games that I've made for game jams as well. Great guy. Never shy of a good, helping hand along the way. Well, I'm just gonna go farewell for now because I just want to see. I just don't want to bore people with the long conversation. Kind of want to progress a little bit. Sujak, where to download this game? Actually, if you go searching for, if you just Google "Piss" by Ben Chandler, an article will show up where there's a download link to a Dropbox or a Google Drive. No, I think it's a Dropbox somewhere. That link used to be dead, but now it's working again. And, yeah, that's good. Flags are gaudy and da-da-da. Well, I just want to go in. Please, to Temple District. Can I go through to the temple? Please, please, oh please. Not until you have a pass, lass. Damn! Where do I get a pass? I'm back! Can I go through the temple district? Have you gotten yourself a temple pass yet? You know, I've never had a need for temples, Iktor. I know, lass, but rules are rules. Why are there passports for the temple district in the first place? And where can I get one? The priests want to keep the unsavory sorts out, so they need visitors to go through a screening first. Basically, are you gullible enough to believe in, stopping that sentence right there. But priests are blah blah blah. Hey, that doesn't stop them wanting to keep the atheists, politicians, and scientists out. Yeah, Ben basically made that, non-joke for me. If you get caught in there without a pass, it'll be bad news for both of us, lass. Okay, where can I get a pass? I can issue them, but in order to do so, I need applicants to pass a questionnaire and make a donation. Right, well, we've got plenty of money, I think. For you, I'll bypass the questionnaire, but I need to show the receipts to the temple at the end of my shift. So basically, I have to bribe my way in. Thank you. If they see I issued a pass without taking a donation, I'll lose this gig. Okay, how much is the pass? 10 coppers, lass. Alright, I suppose I'll see what I can do about getting some coin together. So basically, I just have to bribe my way in. That's amazing. Take care. Oh, excuse me. I have 7 coppers, and I need 10. Okie dokie. Wasn't there something about me running errands for this floating head in the marketplace? I do believe. Morning there, how can I help you? Apparently not. I thought I could run errands for you. Please. I want to run errands. Please. Do you have anything for sale? Not today. No. Okay. That means I'm buying, though. Ah, haha. Okay. Can I trade you a beetle? No? Stick? Feather? Anything? Would you like this feather? No. If you got anything magical you want to sell. Haha. Okay. So it's not really magical feather, I guess. Hi, Summer. Good to see you. Oh, and thanks for hosting. Again, still not entirely sure what that means, but apparently it means that my stream is now playing on your stream, something. A friend of mine at work tried to explain this to me. I'm new to this. Never mind me. Hi, Crowman. This is PISS by Ben Chandler, and yes, it is called PISS. It's not an acronym. It's just called PISS. You the start of the game, you woke up with her taking a piss off screen, but there was pissing involved. So what is this glowing energy thing anyway? I can feel a strange sensation. Warm, tingling, almost buzzing. It feels like some sort of magic. Cool. Can I don't want to read all that. Can anyone help me with some scratch? Have you got a problem? Yes, I do. Someone keeps talking to me even though I've asked them to go away. Can't think of anything more irritating than that, can you? No need to be surly, princess. I get the message. Okie dokie. Shit. I need more scratch. Okay, any of you guys out here? Excuse me! On hearing my voice, Nax's thoughtful expression changes to a cheerful grin. This guy likes me because he likes to insult people. Nice to see you. I hope you don't mind, but I have a lot to think on at the moment. Perhaps we can speak some other time. Certainly. Forgive my interruption of your thoughts. No need to apologize. Enjoy your day. Wow. Well, he certainly got a little... Okay, his eyes focus once more on something in the distance, and he resumes thinking about whatever it is that now occupies his thoughts. Perhaps murder or macrame. Oh, thanks, Summer. Thanks for the explanation. Yeah. So, hi everyone on Summer's stream. Oh, and Sujak just found a download link to this game. It is free. You can pick it up and play it and poke it and prod it and generally make it feel like a piece of meat. So, that's the link. Yeah, go do that. What? Well, all of your fucking backstories. I just want money. Going real capitalist on your asses, but okay, you need a motif. A motif? Sure, a recurring theme, a sort of signature you leave upon a corpse. That way people will recognize you from this, and you never actually need to reveal an actual identity. Fuck that up. Interesting idea. What do you suggest? Well, could be anything. Anything specific? Not really, but I'm sure there's plenty of things you could use. Well, let me know if you think of anything. What? Was that a hint? Do I need to give him a signature? Why would you tell me you're an assassin? Surely it's dangerous handing such information out if you're trying to preserve your identity. Aye, but I can tell you, you're an assassin like me, lass. Haha, me, an assassin? No, I'm a mercenary. Important difference. Not fancy enough to be an assassin, I'm just a regular soldier who will fight for coins. I was close. In any case, I could tell you're in the same game. Fair enough. Is it the skimpy outfit that gave it away? See ya. Anyone? Provide me with money, please. Good morning, how may I assist? And actually the game refers to its own title, because this guy in the last episode I did, he recited a poem about having to take a piss in the morning, and the main character actually asked, "Why is that an acronym or something?" No, it's called PISS. Would you like some help with the poem? You want to help write? I don't know if I want someone else working on my poem. A poem is like a letter to a dear old friend, because nobody else has that exact same relationship with that person. It's impossible for anybody but myself to write the poem. Anyone else trying to write it will end up doing it all wrong. Oh, I mean, do you need some inspiration? Something that perhaps would yield some coinage of some description. I guess if you could bring me something relevant to the essence of the poem, perhaps. He wants me to piss in a bottle, doesn't he? I've never had a muse or anything. I usually just write whatever comes into my head. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Any good ideas for an any ideas for a good assassin's motif? If I were an assassin, I'd surely write a message on a card in the victim's blood and leave it behind. Really? What would you write? Probably Kalo ai fui, which means my task is completed in the Noral dialect. He's lying. It just means chicken with salsa. But of course. Okay, well, that is what I am going to tell this person. Maybe they will give me something cool. I actually don't remember this character's name, but anyway. Hello. Oh, sorry, I just bit something off my lip. That was, yeah. Good streaming quality. You could leave a message in blood on a card. I asked the poet what he'd do, and that's what his answer was. I can't come up with this shit myself. A nice dramatic idea, but what would I write on it? He says he would use Kalo ai fui. Apparently that's my task is completed in the Noral dialects. Interesting. Thanks. I appreciate the advice. Here, thanks for the help. Yes! My capitalist dreams fulfilled. I'll think about what you said. Let me know if you have any other ideas. Okay, let's see. But that puts us up to 8. God damn it. Am I actually grinding in an adventure game? Is that what I'm doing? That is fucked up, yo. Today's special, all charms, only 5 coppers. Visit the house of Ixaly. That's the floaty head person. Do you need something? Anything. I'm game. Hello, Ember. Now, okay, what brings you to this part of the city? Learning, child. Always learning. There is magic in all places, in people, in words, in thoughts. I travel to as many different places as I can, observing the magic that happens in everyday life. By doing this, my understanding of magic grows daily. That did not help me. How did you become an enchanter? Well, somebody just showed me how one day, and ever since I've been studying it. It's really not that hard once you see how magic works. Okay, can you teach me how to do it? It really isn't something that can be figured out by meditation or discussion. You just said someone just randomly showed it to you. To properly grasp the nature of enchantment, one must feel the world around them as it really is. And then you start poking her. To imbue a part of nature with an essence that is not naturally present in its form, you must first understand what form it originally takes. Here, let me show you. She looks at me, gazing into my eyes, and turns me into a chicken! I feel the world around me slow to a crawl, so lethargic is time now that even blinking is a lumbering, hefty motion. My eyes focused probably for the first time ever, and allowed me to see the whole world around me as it truly is. Wow. I could see millions, no, billions of tiny particles flying, humming, bouncing, all around me. The stones, the plants, the people, all were made of these tiny specks. She just slipped us some LSD, didn't she? Even with the air around me, even the air around me was full, absolutely swarming, teeming with these things. What had moments ago seemed like a relatively peaceful street was now a chaotic scene filled with motion. Even the gentle breeze against my face was now a mass of the particles relentlessly pounding against me. Is this going to go on for much longer? I followed Ember's glance to her staff, and I could see that there were where life once flowed through the bark surrounding the wood now ran somewhere else, something that wasn't the particles. This was magic, I knew, and it needed to be treated as a living thing. Then she looked back at me again, and the world went back to the way I was used to seeing it once more. You see? That was... No, there are no words for it. I can think of a couple. Trippy. That was one. If there were words for it, someone would have written it down and everyone would be able to know it. Except the narrator just went balls out. But there aren't, so there has to be sensed with all your mind. I guess you're right. I really can't think of a way to describe that. But the narrator sure could. That was amazing. Okay. Yeah, Sujak, the text font is really sexy. The dialogue font, especially. This one's a little anti-aliased, or however you pronounce that. But it's readable. But yeah, the dialogue font. That's one thing I noticed the first time I was playing it as well. Wow. It's like tiny and small and compressed, but perfectly legible. I'm a font nerd, by the way. So I'm just going to stop talking about the font now, because that could go on forever. How does seeing particles help with magic? Again, child, it must be shown. Bring me a green stone and I will show you. They are not uncommon around here, and I think you will be able to appreciate with this example. Okay, green stone, eh? Great. Fuck. Clicked out of the game. Farewell. I'm running the game in the window, and it doesn't quite fit on my laptop screen, so every time something's at the bottom of the screen, I might inadvertently activate my Windows Start menu. Fun. Green... gemmy thing. Has anyone seen one of those? Can I go anywhere from here, actually? No. Can't really. Hello there. What can I help you with? I am less than 3 years old. You don't look to be under 3 years old. My growth spurt happened early. But I've seen you drinking in the nickel bar many times. I have an understanding with the owner. Wait a minute, you're that mercenary. I know you. There's no way you're that young. Oh, well, it's worth a shot. Where do you recognize me from? Are you kidding? You know how many of the people that have passed through here have done so because of you? Well, whole mercenary thing, apparently. I don't really remember much of it. Let's just say you've been very good for business in the past. So, because of this, you'll make an exception and allow me in the mortuary for free? Sorry, can't do that. Why not? Because I like money, and this is my job, and if I don't charge you to enter the mortuary, then I'm not doing my job, and then I won't make money. Okay. So, again, remembering things that I've already done, I already paid my way into the mortuary, and probably shouldn't have done that, because now I am short on scratch. I'm not sure what it is about this beetle, but it's definitely not normal. There's some strange energy within it, humming inside it quietly, and colors dance over its shell swirling in the light. I've seen these before, but never in Kamiya. I wonder what brought it here. Well, it's obviously magic. Why won't you buy it, lady? But I want to sell you the funky beetle. Maybe it's good enough for her. Would you like this? No, thank you, child. Okay, well, what was the thing that I needed to get? A greenstone. Okay. Where the fuck do I get a greenstone? Would I just happen to have one in my room up here? No, doesn't appear like it. This is a nice room, though. Actually, it kind of reminds me of Aladdin's place in the Disney movie. Even though I'm not a fan of Disney movies, but... yeah. Very nice. I like the Middle Eastern kind of vibe this game has as well. Hey there. Have you spotted a greenstone anywhere? What can you see? Somebody blowing glass. Looks like they're making a vase. Is this random every time? No. Why are you looking around the city? You'd be surprised at who will pay for good information, shorty. Shorty? I can make a decent bit of coin reporting things to various people. Some people like to know what is going on, I guess. Okay. Alright, we'll just see if any of these have a problem I can solve. Hello there. Good morning! How wondrous it is to meet a friendly face in this place. What message do you bring? Only this, that the past is important, that things happen in cycles and patterns, and if you forget who you've been, then you might forget who you think you're supposed to be. Listen to the people around you, learn about the people who came before you, and why these walls and streets were built. I think I've actually listened to this before. Do not close yourself off from those around you, even those here who lay long dead, la la la. Okay, what are you doing here? I'm a traveler, here to learn the wonders of this lovely city. Kamiya is such a beautiful city, really. Sure, if you say so. There's so many amazingly curious things here. I really adore the wonders that can be found. But really, I'm a messenger from afar. A bringer of important wisdom. A deliverer of wisdom. Oh, good. Will you please shut up? What would you like to be told? This building interests me. I know so little about it. It interests me very much. Why this particular... I know where this is going. Well, you see, the wondrous thing about the structure is that everybody must come here. While there are places in Kamiya that a person may never visit, no matter how pleasant or popular, sooner or later one passes through here, the mortuary. Yeah, everyone dies. Sorry. It is thus the most popular building in the city, and yet one so neglected by all as to be almost non-existent in the consciousness of the public. This truly is a shame, and I would seek to learn as much of its secrets as I may be allowed. Please, if you know anything or learn anything of this place, share the knowledge with me! I beg you, I implore you, I bid you farewell. because I could ask Tree Pixie about the building. She seemed to have... Excuse me again. She seemed to have some sort of insight into it. Do you know anything about the mortuary? I don't know a whole lot about the building itself, but I know some of the things that have gone on in there in the past. At one point, there was a corpse that would be delivered every evening and then be gone by the morning, the door unlocked from the inside. This happened for a while until the mortician realized it was somebody pretending to be dead in order to loot the corpses within. The next night they locked him in a coffin, only letting him out when they returned in the morning. He never tried it again. It's also where General Orhorn hid out when he was accused of treason. They killed him in the building, saying that he was going to end up back in there after a trial no matter what, so they may as well deal with him while he was already inside. It was also where Thorovia the Translucent was apprenticed before she became the High Priestess of... I have no idea how to pronounce that. Okay, cheers. Har har. Oh, because I said see you later. Right. Hey, Mr. Alte. Hello there. Good morning! Jesus. I found out some info on the mortuary. Oh, Huntress, please tell me what you found. I'm gonna recite all of that. I learned some of the interesting tales about the mortuary. There was a fellow who used to pretend to be a corpse so he could be locked in every night, loot the bodies, and then unlock the door and escape. Eventually, they caught on to him and locked him in the coffin for the night. Oh, yeah, Siriar. Yeah, you just break into a fucking mortuary, loot the corpses, and then... Okay. And all of this shit. Okay. Wow. Fantastic. Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge on this lovely building. He's very enthusiastic, isn't he? Allow me to give you this as a token of appreciation for your kindness. Hand it over. Thank you. You really are kind to help a curious stranger such as myself. I appreciate this very much. Excellent. Farewell. 9. One more. Can we do it? Give me your energy. Two heads. I had a chat with him and told these two heads that neither of them was... See... Best to leave them out. Yeah, that was a fun one. Okay. Yeah, Siriar, I only get 1 coin every time I help someone out. And I know it's rotten of me to be, you know, all please give me more money, like I'm grinding a fucking RPG. I know I am invested in the characters and the stories they're telling and all of that, but I also have this thing in the back of my mind that I really want to keep the game moving. So yeah, kind of a two-edged thing. But these are interesting characters, and the world that Ben has constructed around them, that is really something. And I'm still looking for that green gemmy thing. And I can't actually go anywhere here, can I? I already took a feather, I don't need any more. Ben actually told me on Twitter there's something about these runes. There's one of the runes that I was supposed to diddle with or something. I forget. Ooh, corpse. The corpse of a dead vote lays next to the shrub, stiff and covered in flies. The stench is thick enough that it leaves not merely a smell, but also a flavor in the air that can be tasted on the tongue. Yummy. No doubt the aroma will attract some hungry scavenger who will feed on the carcass and thus poison itself as well in the process. Apparently this was a 3 a.m. 6-pack already down writing session. I'll have it. Yep. Fuck. No, I'm not touching that. I will, however, walk over to it and give it a good old... Oh, yeah. Puddle. Can I do with the puddle? Nope, she's not touching that either. The puddle on the ground appears to be congealed blood, but reeks of vomit. An excellent cocktail. No doubt whoever puked here was in a bad way, but on the positive side, they probably don't remember it. It was probably us. Or her. There are plenty of drinks that can do this to someone for sale around here, but nobody knows what they taste like. Not because nobody's ever tried them, but because nobody ever recalls doing so. That's kind of a Douglas Adams-y line. I like that. Excuse me. Jesus. Okay. So I'm not gonna get you a... gem anytime soon. Unless that thing Nax has hanging in his belt. No, I've already helped him all I can. Is there something to be done with the eye on the bird in the mortuary? Good question, Siriar. Let's go do that. Yes, please, guys, help me out as much as you can, or, you know, give me some, you know, pointers and whatever. That's what we're here for. We're here to play the game together. Hopefully, not just, you know, watch me stumble around and act like an idiot, but, you know. So feel free. I mean, pretend you're in the room with me, being able to poke me and slap me and tell me I'm doing a horrible job. To answer your question, every time I try to go near the eye of the bird, the inventory pops up. So, sadly, no, can't do anything with it. I can, however, look at it. Spooky. I like it. It's too high to reach. Okay. This light, looks like someone forgot to feed the light. How do you feed light? I can't make it work by just rubbing it, but can I stick a beetle in it? Placing this in the light would damage it. I have a jar, feather, a stick. Can I poke it with a stick? No. Damn it. Shit. Even with the light, the place is awfully dark. I suppose windows would heat the place up too much. Yeah, I'm actually interested. What is fueling these lights? The light is working fine. Great. Yeah, I just want to find out what actually fuels it. Embalming fluid. Can I have any of it? No. Can I have any on this table? No. Darn. I just need one more coin. Okay, now we are just at the point where we're starting to click on everything. Wait. Maybe Tree Pixie has something else she wants. Or maybe the Mortician does. Because I didn't finish my conversation with him. Hey, what are you doing up there? I like to look around the city. I already asked her that in the previous episode. And I also already... I investigated a bag that was left at the graveyard and told her about that. And she seemed pleased and she gave me money. So maybe I can't get any more scratch out of her. See you later, alligator. Alright. Yeah, it's a shame the bar isn't open. We could all use a drink at this point. Okay, Del. Is there anything I can get you? Hello? Do many corpses rise from the dead? It's a small but considerable percentage. Too few to be a major issue, but too many for it to be completely overlooked. Okay, so zombies can buy a new body? No, zombies is really such an ugly term. It conjures up images of lurching, groaning corpses, when really people who return to their bodies have all the cognitive presence as you or I. They are also able to knock their table. Which I just did. But yes, should they be displeased with the decaying body they inhabit, the priests of Ixaly can grant them transfer to a newer, fresher cadaver. What a strange transition that must be. Oh, indeed, but better than walking around being judged for one's decayed flesh, I suppose. Well, yeah, there's bits hanging off of you. You're not going to get into a fancy dress party dressed like that. Or you could win Disguise of the Evening. Or Costume of the Evening, I suppose. Disguise is... that's actually the Danish word for a costume, like at a costume party. We just call it a disguise in Danish. Thank you. This has been Language Barriers with the Space Quest Historian. Now back to the game. Doesn't all this cause mix-ups? How do you mean? Well, if someone who dies has come back to life, or can come back to life, and someone else has been moved into their body, what happens then? Oh, no. This could never, ever possibly happen. Except in the unfortunate case of Mrs. Floria Thesserworth. Well, that was an honest mistake. You see, if one can afford those 2 gold coins for the ferryman of the Styx, then their soul is assured safe transit into the afterlife. These individuals will never return to their bodies, and the priests are careful to make this distinction. Ah, of course, I should have thought of that. No resurrection, no undead raising allowed in the mortuary, says Siriar, and he's absolutely correct, except someone already dead. I can't loot the corpse any more than I already have to. Or already have. And you were no fucking help, I'm sorry, dude. Mr. Dell. Okay. I'm kind of stumped here. I really want to get into the temple. Maybe the assassin has something to say. An assassin is hard. Making a name for yourself is pretty darn difficult when you're not really supposed to advertise. On the one hand, a good assassin always keeps his cover intact, you see. On the other, if nobody knows who I am, then how am I to build a reputation for myself? Yep, I see your point. You need a motif, but I've already given you that. Is there a looping thing? Oh, can I break the game? Oh, wait a minute. Yes, Syria, you did see another body in the bottom of the mortuary, and I don't think there's anything on that one either. I think I did that in the last episode. I'm willing to try again. Oh, there's more history of the mortuary. Okay, so I can't really break the game. He doesn't give me a, you know, the motif all over again. So, damn you, Mr. Chandler. Of course, my lady. The mortuary was built by the master architect Shar Alfia, one of her first notable structures. She went on to design the town hall, the Ghast Bridge. Does that say ghost or ghast? I think it says ghast. And the something. It really is a testament to her early career. The figure on top was a sign of the style that would become a trademark in her structures. The bioluminescent lighting in the eyes was the first time that sort of lighting had ever been used here. She brought the discovery back from her travels. It set the foundation for the lighting that is the standard all throughout Kemia today. This guy should be a museum show-me-around person. It was a pleasure to have been of service, milady. Yes, well, thank you. May your travels be filled with beer and piss. I mean, not at the same time, of course. One follows the other. Okay, traveler, I hope you have a lot of scratch on you, because this knowledge does not come cheap. Hello there! I found out some more info on the mortuary. Oh, Wonders, please tell me what you found. It was built by, and here we go, I'm not reading all that. Dum-da-dum. Wow, fantastic, thank you so much. Allow me to give you this token of appreciation. Imagine if she actually did that in the game. Just, allow me to give you this token of appreciation. Hell yeah! Maybe I'll just keep it. Alright, fare thee well. We have got 10 coppers, ladies and gentlemen. Now we can go visit the temple, where we will die and resurrect. In that order. And in between those, we will beat the snot out of the person who has fucked with us. There are 10 gold... Sujak, nice, whatever you call those, emoji thingies. Yeah. Coppers, 10. Do I just talk to him? Yes, I probably do. Hello, here we go. I'm back! I've enough coppers for a pass. You want me to get you one now, then? Well, yes! Thank you. Now I'm broke, but at least I can get into the temple. Stay out of trouble. We were in the same mercenary company for 3 years. I know you, Moira. I actually forgot her name, so I've been skirting around saying her name this entire time. Hi, Moira. Do you know anything about the mortuary? I was asked about it by someone, and I don't really know much about it. All I know is that it was ordered, built by one of the patriarchs, Lady Althelia, around 90 years ago. It was one of the number of structures she ordered built after returning from traveling around the continent. Interesting. Actually, the one thing we learn the most about in this game is the fucking mortuary building. It's a very nice building, I'll give it that. Also, we'll go tell the traveler what we just learned in just a tick, but right now I really want to get into the temple. Hello, people! You need to put some fucking clothes on. It seems very cold out here. I was asked to give you... to give this to you by a group of people that were here earlier. She hands me 3 copper coins. Thank you, but what is this for? Apparently there was a bit of a mix-up with some soldiers, and we'd gotten confused which head belonged to which body. Is that the dude in the graveyard? They say you help point them in the right direction by checking the skin color for them. Yep, those are the ones. And we got all the 3 soldiers back to their proper bodies. Each of them asked me to give you a copper coin, and so I've been waiting for someone of your description to go by. Scantily clad person. Okay, well there's one right next to you, so I'm very glad that you got the mess sorted out and that, my coins. My coins! Excellent. So, Ben told me on Twitter that, the game has a lot of variables and a lot of outcomes, different outcomes. So if I told, the person in the graveyard holding up the 2 heads, if I had told one of the heads that the body was blue, then the blue person would have given me a gold coin and the other one would have given me nothing. But having now told them that the body was neither of those colors, I got 3 gold coins, so I got the right outcome. I probably botched a couple of others. There's something the bag in the graveyard that the tree pixie tells you to look in. You can either look at it and steal the shit, or you can not steal the. I think there are some coins in there as well, and you get rewarded later on for not stealing the shit. I think. Don't actually remember. Ule. I'm sure it's supposed to be pronounced ul, or ul, but in Danish we would say ule, which sounds horrifically stupid. Some litter. The streets of Kamiya are never totally clean. I don't want to go collect all the litter. It'll take me forever. That's a lot of dialogue for just a little piece of pixel stuff. Greenstone! Hello! Thank you! We needed that for our super battery. A greenstone, copper ore, which gets mined in large quantities further north. We shall return to Magic Lady and have ourselves another shroomy LSD trip in just a tick, but let's talk to these people first. Hello there! Good morning, how may I help you? Excuse me again. Why do you stand outside the temple? You're wearing the robes of a priest, shouldn't you be inside? Not all priests do the ceremonies, madam. Some of us just light the candles. Temples take care of all sorts of things. Some things require in-depth ritual and sacraments. Others are simple fixes. I take care of the basic needs of customers in the House of Ixaly. That makes sense. Thank you. Do you need help with anything? Well, I've something I need done, but I doubt you'd be interested. I'd be very interested. What do you need? The merchant Bansi has asked us to stock her with some holy water. We supply her. It's a decent source of income for the House of Ixaly. However, I'm having trouble getting Quorm to bless some more water for her. He's a little more traditional than the rest of us and is reluctant to create another batch. Can't get someone else to do it? Every priest studies different areas of the doctrines. His is the more advanced blessings. Holy water from me will be second-rate. It'll do the job, but it wouldn't be the best quality. Alright, I'll try to convince Quorum. If I can't, I'll come back and tell you. Good luck. Okay, so I can tell her to bless the water and deliver subpar holy water. This is interesting. There's like different levels of holy water. That's interesting. What's your area of specialty? We might need that later. I studied economics primarily, so I guess not. Economics? Absolutely. Without someone like me to watch the finances and make deals, the temple would run at a loss. The inner priests get so concerned about building the temple bigger and more impressive each month. It's like a competition with the other temples of the city to see who can make the most impressive structure. Religion, eh? Yeah, pious bastards. I wonder why temples were always so much bigger than the other buildings. They think it's necessary to impress potential customers. I like the church as a commerce thing that it's got going here. It's a very subtle, actually a very gentle slap with, organized religions and shit. Which I'm all for. Sorry to anyone who isn't. So we can talk to all of these people, but let's look in the pots. Nope. Let's go in and have a chat with this dude, who apparently is not doing his job. That's Kale, and that's Quorum. Hey, Quorum, what's up? And what's with the vase? Is this sort of thing the only stuff that priests spend their money on? With all the money they've spent on decoration in here, they could have installed the best bar and wine cellar. Such a waste. Moira has her priorities straight. Hello there. Hello. What is it? Ule asked me to speak with you about holy water. I have told her I'm not willing to commercialize this service to an extent that it is sold by a third party. But if you did that, less people would come and bother you. That's not the point. There's no reason why we should allow others to provide the services of the House of Ixaly on our behalf. Unless you think you have a reason. Should I appeal to his ego, or should I just go, well, people need holy water with all the vampires roaming around? I'm sure there are vampires. Why did you study blessings if you don't enjoy doing it? I do enjoy it. It's a challenging and interesting procedure. Then why do you refuse to do it? Well, because you don't really have a reason, do you? I hate being told what to do. So that's why you became a man of... Okay. Well, not really. I do enjoy doing it. It just annoys me when people take what I do for granted. Oh, you want a biscuit? Oh... Obviously, they don't if they specifically something. Here, take a patch of holy water. Tell Ula I'll be happy to do it from now on. Okie dokie. Well, that was surprisingly easy. So, let's just go do that. I know, other characters to talk to, but let's do these things in somewhat semblance of order. Hello there. Corm said he'll be happy to do the holy water. He has given me a batch of it to take to Banzai now, and said he'll fulfill the orders in the future. Do I get a biscuit? Wondrous! I'm not sure how you managed to convince him, but all I did was just poke at his idiocy. This will be a great boon for our finances. Cool! I'll see you around, economy person. Let's go do the other things, just so there are no loose ends, because, as you can probably tell, my memory is terrible. When I haven't picked up a game in a while, I just wander around aimlessly going, what the fuck am I doing? I don't remember any of these characters, their names, their places, their things. So, I just don't want to leave any loose ends. So, first up, let's go to Trippy Land. I have a greenstone, Ember! Hold it out in your palm, child. Now focus on seeing what you saw before. I concentrate on the zone and search for that feeling I felt before. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Once more, the world around me becomes a seething mass of particles, and I see Ember hold out a copper coin. I look at the coin and look at the greenstone in my hand and realize they are much the same, except the greenstone has some impurities. Understanding what I am to do, I focus on the impurities and will them out of the greenstone with my thoughts. Slowly at first, but then quite steadily, the stone becomes pure copper. I then urge the buzzing copper particles down into a disc shape, trying to match the coin Ember is holding. After much effort, I am left with an almost perfect replica of the coin in her hand. You see, by being able to see how things are made, we can alter them, copy them, create new things from them. The key to being able to affect the world is being able to understand it first, just like with anything. Can you come live with me? That would be awesome. We would be best roommates ever. Also, our copper thing is going up. Nice. Okie dokie. And on to a bodiless person who will get holy water. Holy water? There you go. I'm not sure I should just go around giving... Well, Mr. Trigger, sir. Hello, Moira. How can I help you? I thought I was delivering holy water to you. Do you have anything for sale? Am I supposed to go? No? What do you sell? Just magic shit? I know. Whoa. Okay, how do I know something is enchanted? Well, it can be hard to know. If you're ever in doubt, ask a sorcerer, but most enchanted things feel enchanted. When you hold something and your skin prickles, it's most likely got some magic hidden away inside. So our little beetle friend is magical, I'm sure of it, but she's not interested, apparently. Why specialize in enchanted things? Well, you try living as a head and two hands without the aid of magic, love. Life as a head on a pole is a damn lot easier when the pole is enchanted, let me tell you. That makes sense. More sense than rolling around everywhere moaning about the good old days when you had feet and getting filth from the street all over your face. Wow, sorry I asked. Okay, farewell, and would you please accept this holy water that you... Interested in buying this? I was asked to deliver this holy water. Okay, so we were just one trigger short of her actually accepting it. Oh, Uda finally gave up and made a batch. No. I managed to convince Quorum to do it, to do the batches from now on. Well then, aren't you just something? Thanks! I really appreciate it. Quorum's holy water is the real deal. This stuff packs a real kick. What are they using this for? Take this as my thanks. I'll be sure to send payment through to the temple later. Cool, thank you. Looking good. Looking good. How about this beetle thing? Do you want it now? Oh, a chromatic beetle. Sure, I'll buy this. They're not super powerful, but some enchanters use them in rituals. Worth a couple of coppers to me. Hey, we just made back our temple entrance fee. Excellent. Is the bar open? No. What a shame. All right. We've still got, roughly 10 minutes or so to go on this stream. I hope you guys are having fun. I'm assuming. Let's go talk to some more people. And have a drink. Stay hydrated, people. So what's your deal, Callie? Hello there. Hello, ma'am. Would you spare a single copy for a hungry beggar? I think the Coke just flooded my speech center somehow. What's in it for me? I don't have any money. Certainly. Oh, come on. We just made back all the... Yeah, sure, we can spare one. Oh, thank you so much, ma'am. You've no idea how much I appreciate it. I am off to buy cocaine right now. It's fine, miss. I don't have that much money either. Sometimes people do everything they can to keep it that way, too. Call me Moira. I can't tell you how grateful I am. I haven't eaten for 2 days. Holy shit. Have another. Well, I'm glad I could help out. Wow, wouldn't I have looked like just a right bitch if I had said, no, I have everything I need. Okay, Astis. What's your deal? Morning, Astis. Moira, so good to see you again, sweetie. Good to see you too, Astis. How's things? You know me, not much changes. Why is there a pixel going on and off on her underwear? Always waiting some rich and horny to come along and give me all their money in exchange for a little bit of affection. It'd be a very rich person who could pay more in coppers than you just... some of these lines are very hard to read aloud. I don't know, is it just me? Is second language and all that? You know it, sweetie. Of course, something. I honestly don't know why I asked this. You could have your pick of anybody. Are they just giving each other relationship advice at this point? That wasn't entirely true. I had some idea. About half a year ago, one of Astis's clients had beaten her badly and left her bleeding in an alley. What a story, Mark. I came across her, tracked down the person who did it, and killed them. Only time I've ever killed anybody for free in my life. Although, honestly, he deserved that one. I took her back to my place. Not the first time I'd done that, but for a different reason than the other times. Okay. That was a very subtle way of explaining to us that our protagonist is either homosexual or bisexual. I like that. That's good. It took her a week to recover from the ordeal, a week that she spent curled up crying in my arms. After that, she's always been somewhat devoted to me. Anyway, sweetie, how can I help you today? Oh, the chat is really going off. Who's the person? Pay the prostitute. Well, apparently we get it for free. So... I never knew trolls would be generous enough to invite us in a private party. Well, it's not technically private. This is on YouTube, or will be in the near future. And if you're watching this on YouTube right now, it is on YouTube. So it's not that. Actually, I'm saving all of your correspondence for future study. So keep writing in the chat. Keep feeding. Sorry, that got weird. I can't believe you're still wearing my old pair of boots. I never throw these away, Mora. No matter what. I treasure these boots. In fact, I sleep with them. Sleep with them on. I mean, not... How would you even... Never mind, let's not go there. Besides, you never come to see me anymore. So I need something to remember you by. Oh, Astis, don't be like that. Huh? Just teasing, sweetie. You know I love you no matter what. Okay, have you had any more trouble? Not since you took care of that last jerk, sweetie. Just let me know if you have any more trouble like that. I am itching to stab a bitch. Moira, my love, I heard what you did to that guy. The whole city heard. People are scared to even look at me the wrong way now. Well, so they should be. Nobody picks on my friends. And or occasional lovers, apparently. So there's nothing I can help you with. Not at the moment, sweetie. Okay, well, see you. Hang on, what is it? You look like you need to unwind a little. Why not come with me and let me take your mind off things for a while? Kind offer, Astis, but I don't think that's a good idea. Oh, what's up, sweetie? You don't fancy me anymore? No, it's not that at all. It's just, I care about you, sweetie. Really, I do. You never let anyone look after you, and I want to remind you that I'm here for you. And I don't know why I put on that voice, but I don't do sultry very well. You shouldn't let yourself be involved with me, Estes. I'm a mercenary. I get paid to kill. Nobody should feel anything for something. And then she went off in a completely different direction. And I get paid to fuck. The whole world looks down on us until they're horny and they have a problem they can't solve. And then they eagerly meet us, look us in the eye, and remember our names. If we were the only bad ones and everyone else was pure and noble, we'd never have any business. That is fucking true. We're merely the tools, the hammers for their debauchery, so they have someone to look down on. We're no worse than anyone else in this place. Again, fucking true. You deserve affection as much as any other in this city, sweetie. Oh, Estes, why are you so determined to convince me? Actually, that is... What she just said was fucking true. There's a reason why prostitution is the oldest business in the world. What do you want to call it? The oldest job in the world. There's this phrase saying that says that. Because no matter how pious or rich or, you know, all this shit is, everyone gets fucking horny. And it's just... Oh, shit. Long discussion. Let's not go into that. I don't see why we shouldn't end this episode on a positive high. Because we're coming up on an hour now, so I am going to end the stream in a few minutes. But I think Moira deserves to get laid. I don't know what you guys think. No more thinking. You think far too much. Come with me. And off we go. Hello, Twitch. Wonder if I should censor that for YouTube. I'm not in love with Estes. She's beautiful, clever, and probably the kindest person I know. She always manages to make me smile, and every time I see her, I realize how much I missed her. But I'm not in love with her. That's impossible. Her should I put on my sultry voice again? Why am I so nervous? We've done this before more than once. Never when I was sober, but it's certainly not our first time together. She meets my gaze with her long, hopeful eyes, questions written all over her face. Why is she so hesitant? Why is she nervous? She does this all the time. I find myself frozen, which is not a good place to be frozen in. Heart thumping so loudly I can't feel it through my body. I'm terrified to move, and yet I want to kiss her. All I can do is stare into her eyes. And then she moves, her mouth against mine, and it's exactly what I'd hoped for. Soft and sweet, and the feeling of her clear and wonderful against my lips and tongue. God, how badly I want... This is getting saucy, people. You might want to send the kids out of the room here. I hadn't even realized up until now. I want her, to make her smile, to kiss her all over, to be mine, but I'm not in love with her. So we're just... A sour, hopeless has-been like me would never work with someone as sweet and amazing as Estes. Oh, shit. Siriar's getting into this. Sorry. Still have a bit of a sniffle, which kind of ruins the mood, I know, but sorry. Oh, it gets better and better. She moves down my neck, hot breath tickling my flesh, and I feel my skin prickling. I hear my own breath tremble as I exhale. I'm not used to feeling nice. I'm used to feeling tired, dirty, annoyed, terrified. Why can't I feel like this more often? I let her take control. I don't care anymore about anything else. I only care about her. Her clothes in a pile on the floor next to mine. Her body pressed up against mine, and the way it feels against me. Ben, how long did you spend on this, writing this scene? Jesus. The way her skin tastes, the feel of her fingers tracing through my hair and down my jaw. I want to... Gee, how long does this go on for? Holy shit. Ben, go into erotic fanfiction or something. I mean, shit. I mean, basically, you could just take screenshots of this entire scene and put it up on that fanfiction.net or something. Except it's not fanfiction of anything. So one of those erotic sites, erotic fiction sites, whatever. Nicely done, by the way. Not knocking it. I'm just dead inside. That's why I have this need to constantly make jokes about things. I want to hold her tight in my arms and feel her arms around me. I want time to slow down so I can be with her. Jesus Christ, this goes on forever. And then we fuck. desperately at first, and then, oh, Jesus. Holy shit. Okay. Cool. And then we fuck. Slowly, carefully, and it just keeps going and going. How am I not in love with that? We lay down like that, enjoying each other's warmth, the killer and the whore, the scum of the city, the two who ought to never be allowed to experience real love because their souls are for sale, and something so pure as love should never be tainted by such lovers as we. That is one long-ass sentence. Eventually, I doze off and sleep. For the first time in forever, there are no dreams. For the first time since I can remember, I don't wake up terrified by visions, wiping away tears. I lay there stroking her face with my thumb. I'm terrified of something else. Terrified that I'm in love with her, which a million text screens ago, she said she wasn't. I feel so selfish, so foolish. I know it could never work between us. I care too much about her to ever allow anything more than this between us. I dressed myself, face hot with shame at how stupid I was. I let myself get close to her when really I should push her away. I'm not in love with her. Can you make up your fucking mind, please? It simply can't happen, no matter what I may feel or want. It is not fair to us, this. As I turn to leave and mumble goodbye to her, she looks up at my face. Moira, yes, I love you. Oh, Estes, why did you have to say it? My head swims with confusion, searching for something to say as she looks at me, waiting for my answer. Look away, children. The text box is no longer obscuring the naughty bits. Okay, chat. Here we go. It's your time to shine. What should we tell Estes? And I'm just going to sit here and stare at painted tits while you get your shit together and answer. Actually, I'm going to have a drink. That deserves a drink. Anytime you're ready. Sujak says dump her. Siriar says you're such a sweetie, Estes. And now you guys fight. Come on, Crowman. Crowman, you're the deciding vote. If he's still around. I hope he is. In Leisure Suit Larry, they would have animated the hand at least. Yeah, sure they would. Ew. I'm gonna have to censor this for YouTube, aren't I? Or maybe not. These are animated, or this is art. Okay, so we have Dumper and You're a Sweetie, but no one picked I'm sorry, Estes, you should move on. So we're gonna think about what a joyful life is, says Syria. Well, he's got a point. So let's stick with You're Such a Sweetie. I'm not going to dump anyone. You're such a sweetie, Estes. She looks at me, waiting for something more before it becomes apparent that that's all there is. Or Mora, I'll never understand you. Look after yourself for me. Oh, sorry, Summer, for, yeah, this is going out on your stream, isn't it? I wish I could believe it. I walked outside into the street. It was a shame that things couldn't be more than affectionate between us, but it was for her own good. I'd only hurt her, and I'd never forgive myself if I did. This was the way it had to be, so technically I did dump her. Okay, it was time to get back to the task at hand. Yes, so, honestly, I didn't know the game was going to be visually explicit, so I guess I'm sorry if anyone dislikes stuff like that, but so yeah, well, let's see if YouTube is gonna accept me putting this stuff up there. But anyway, if they don't, then at least you guys managed to get a taste of some pixelated boobies. Hey, it's not the worst thing that can happen on a Wednesday, is it? So anyway, I'm gonna because every time Summer gets back to the chat, that's always when I'm ending the stream. So yeah, sorry, that's like your lot in life, Summer. But anyway, I am going to I'm going to end the stream here. Thanks, Siriar, for that. And Sujak came for piss. What is that face? Not up to speed on current memes, apparently, but okay. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. As usual, I have to mention this. Edited Let's Plays comes out on my YouTube channel Tuesdays and Thursdays at 4 p.m. CET. Currently playing this freeware AGS horror game called Rabbit Hill that I just recorded an episode of earlier today. That's going to be up tomorrow. Still working my way through Anna's Quest, and I recently finished Shardlight, which has graphics by Ben Chandler. Excuse me. Coke Revenge. It has graphics by Ben Chandler, and now I completed the game, so you can watch that from beginning to end on the YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/SpaceQuestHistorian. Jesus, Mr. Coke, would you please? And also, I do have a Patreon, so if anyone wants to, support me for one reason or another, please go to patreon.com/SpaceQuestHistorian, and if you just toss me $1 a month, thank you so much, and I'll also invite you to the backer chat, the Slack thing, the Space Quest Historian Slack thing, where I'll keep you guys up to speed on what I'm doing, and there are some vlogs, I think you kids call them, video logs, doing and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, Surya says, what choice would you choose? Yeah, Summer, we could either mercilessly dump our friend here that we just had sexual relations with, either mercilessly dump her, or tell her we love her, or pick the middling ground, which is apparently what I did. I just told her, oh, you're such a sweetie, and then I fucked off. So, sorry you missed that. But anyway, this game is far from done, it would seem, so I'm going to save my game and wish you guys all the best. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's always a pleasure, and I'm going to stare directly into the camera as I click stop screaming. Stop streaming is what I meant to say. So, thank you guys, and I'll see you